Hello, I'm Netwave. I like to collect esoteric and ancient artifacts from a bygone age. And by that I mean I collect retro video game consoles. So let's talk about them. A recent addition to my collection was the Intellivision. These things are older than my parents are. Released in 1979, Mattel had a hell of an idea, and a relatively unique one as far as consoles go. A 16-bit console that let devs build games easily and quickly using a keypad and wheel as the controller, along with these funny little overlays to help you out with the controls. Unlike most consoles at the time, the Intellivision didn't really go for the arcadey feel very much. Instead, most games were more intended to be Sims. Not the Sims as in bleep boop Simsish, but as in simulators. This baby was the closest you could get to Microsoft Flight Sim back in the 80s. Some big names were developing for this too. Coleco, Atari, Parker Brothers, Sega, even Activision. Since this was meant to be an entire computer system and not just a console, some interesting add-ons were developed. There was the base PC/console, the keyboard, which came with a tape drive, a dev kit for computer programming, and a speech synthesizer. It was successful enough they even made an Intellivision 2. Sort of. That's what it was called, but it was less of an upgrade and more of an actual home console. It was just the base Intellivision, but made more affordable. And it's actually the piece I managed to get my hands on. This little thing does have one leg up on the original, though. An accessory that lets it play Atari 2600 cartridges. Mattel did try to do some scumbag shit with the Intellivision 2, however. They changed the internal programming to try and lock out third-party games. Try being the operative word. People figured out how to get around that pretty easy. Except for Mattel, who still managed to make a game that will not work on the Intellivision 2. The Intellivision 3 and 4 were planned, but neither one ever made it to production. Though they'd have been one hell of an upgrade to at least a 32-bit console. I've got a small list of retro consoles I'm going to go through here, so stick around for a brief history on the next one.